Hello, my friends. I am thrilled to be with you today. I have two brand new Schuyler Bibles, Thinline Quentel NASB Imperial Blue Goatskin, and the regular sized, or full sized, should I say, Quentel New King James Version Black Calfskin. As you know, they both come in these black gift boxes, but the Thinline, as you're going to be able to see, is just a little bit thinner. I'm going to show you right here. Look at this beautiful, beautiful goat skin. Oh my goodness. No blemishes at all. Look at this spine. And the back is just impeccable. Perimeter edge stitching on the outside. That nice pebble. That Schuyler cross stamped into the leather. We're going to look at this yap. And this is the Imperial Blue Goatskin. This is the Thinline. Now I want you to take note of the art gilding here. It's got a slight gold, but it's almost like an iridescent gold. It's slightly gold when you look at it from another angle, but then it's a little silver when you look at it from another angle. And it's got maybe a little blue painting on the actual paper, and then that actual gilding on the edge. I absolutely love it. Big, big, huge, wide blue ribbons. Now I'm going to show you blue ribbons as well on the Quentel. Not quite as wide. But let's look at this yap comparison here. About the same. A little floppier. A little more curved on the goatskin. The black is calfskin. The calfskin's a little sturdier, so we're going to see the difference there. Now, here's what I was showing you the difference on that gilding. See, now this is the red paint on the New King James calfskin, but the gold is very, very prominent, and it's all throughout. Whereas with this Imperial Blue goatskin, Thinline, not so much. It's kind of that iridescent I was telling you about. Both Smith sewn binding, as you know. They're both bound by Youngblood in the Netherlands. Both 11-point Milo font. And, of course, 2K Denmark font setting. So it's just a beautiful Bible either way. Now, this is the goatskin on your right, calfskin on your left. Now, let's get into this. I want to show you that the paper is going to be the same. Calfskin on your left, goatskin on your right. Now I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so we can see. Now, they're both 11-point Milo font, and you can't really tell the difference. But remember, one is Thinline and one is not. Both have the verse cross references and translation footnotes at the bottom. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the Thinline, I really like it. I am going to show you the thickness difference. Right now we're going to look. Actually, first, while I got them laid out flat, I'm also going to show you how I'm talking about laying flat. All right, this is the calfskin, right? It's got a little flimsy floppy to it, all right? As you would expect with a Schuyler Bible. But, of course, it has the paste down liner, not leather lined. And then, of course, that edge lining block is not, it's not very thick. It doesn't go very far into the text block. Now I'm going to show you the difference on that very quickly. The edge lining here on the goatskin, it goes much further into the text block. About a solid inch right here. Whereas the edge lining here, it's not, there's nothing really there. It's not nearly as thick. So the binding on the goatskin is more secure. I believe that You know, and of course, you know, you're going to get that slightly flimsier, floppier, less rigid feel to it. But at the same time, because of that, it's so secure into the block and the leather binding that this is going to last, I believe, a little bit longer. Now, of course, they both have the gold piping on the interior, gold piping on the interior. But the goatskin is different here, not leather lined. This is leather. I mean, this is not a paste down liner, as you can tell the difference. Paste down liner, not paste down. Okay. Now, let me show you how lay flat, not quite as much here. All right. Now, you would probably need to get to, let's say, Genesis, you know, to lay flat. And we're going to go ahead and measure while we're looking at it how much it is in case you have a lap desk or something like that. You're looking at about 13.5 inches. 13.5 inches lay flat. Okay? Now, let me show you the goatskin. All right. See that? Look at that. See that leather cover? Flimsy, floppy. You could roll it up. But this has a really strong edge line here to secure it to the text block. So remember, we were in Genesis. I'm in Genesis 40. I'm still not laying flat. So I would probably need to get to, like, you know, Leviticus to be able to get it to lay flat. Now, I don't know how important that is to you, but still, it's still going to lay flat pretty easily. And again, 13.5, almost 14 inches. So it's basically the same. And as far, of course, as width is concerned, on the calfskin, 6.5 inches wide. Goatskin is also 6.5 inches wide. And they are both almost 10 inches, about 9 3/4, almost 10, and 9 3/4 tall. But here's the difference. Here's where the thin line really makes up for it. This is less than 2 inches thick, about 1 3/4 inches. The full Quentel is over 2 inches thick. And this is much heavier, beefier, it being in the calfskin. And this is much lighter, being in the goatskin. I'm also going to tell you that there is a price difference, okay, between the two. The calfskin in the New King James, you can get for about $120, if, you know, give or take where you get it from. But the goatskin is going to run you about $200, give or take where you get it from. Now, I would say that the goatskin is definitely worth it, okay? The thin line makes a difference. It makes a huge difference, okay? But there is not too much of a difference in the paper quality. And this is why I submit to you both of these Schuylers. And I would lean toward the thin line. Now, you've seen some of my other videos. I'd stay tuned because I've got more coming. Pick you up a Schuyler when you can.